Ready?
Yeah.
Matthew 13, verse 18. Hear ye this parable of the sower. When anyone hears the word of the kingdom and understand it not, then come the wicked one and catches away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which received the seed by the wayside. But he that receiveth the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the words and anon with joy receive it. Then it say, yet have he not rooted in himself, but endureth for a while. For when tribulations or persecution arise because of the word, by and by he is offended.
That's right, man. So like I said, they endure for a little bit, but when the temptations arise, it said by and by he is offended. So now something that caught them up. Now those same men that they were paying reference to as the elders, you know what I'm saying? Now they despise them and look down upon them, and they not an elder no more. They asking them, where's all that type money going to? As if you ain't supposed to do that, man. They scoffing and whatnot. You keep going. Yeah, they being wicked, being tyrants and shit.
He also that received the seed among the thorns, the seed that hears the word, and the care of the word, and the care of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becomes unfruitful.
That's right, man. They choke the word and become unfruitful. Something as small as the Moors, you know what I'm saying, they get choked up on, and now he's unfruitful. He going about his way with the cares of this world. Hey, man, that's why the scriptures say you can't put new wine in old vessels, man. No bottles that you burst the glass, man. I just get shit on. If you still fucking,
yeah, a little bit.
Oh, I think you did.
Yeah, a little bit. All right.
If you still believe in the fucking Moors, I mean, and in the Moors, and you that of the age, you're fucking gone, man. Hey, we out here in the elements, man. Shit like that gonna happen.
Shit like that gonna happen.
Shit, fuck it. You know, we out here. We get snowed on.
It ain't the first time.
You know what I'm saying? It won't be the last time.
Yeah, it probably won't be the last time.
It won't be the last time.
Get one of this damn tree.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Hey, man.
Shit, we get shit. We get shitted on daily in this society.
Hey, man, that shit you gotta suffer, man. Finish that last verse if you can, man.
Yeah.
This
It's not
cold,
like we had to
you know
make
what
a
I'm saying?
food out of it or
Yes.
something.
God.
Hey, man, what you say? That 2 Kings 6:26. You know what I'm saying? They sell that shit, man. Birds dung, man.
Yeah.
Man, that shit, we going back into them times, man.
Yeah.
They sold that shit. Let me see if I can find it right quick.
2
Finish
Kings.
that last. I think that's it. You put me on to it. If I can find it, Lord willing.
Well, back in verse 23, it say, "But he that receiveth seed into the good ground," so it say, "But he that receiveth seed into the good ground is he that heareth the word and understand it, which also bear fruit and bring forth some an hundredfold, some 60, and some 30."
That's right. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? Whatever our lot be, you know what I'm saying? Whatever talent we are given, we just hope to be an elect, man, to be saved. You know what I'm saying? We all seeking after that penny. I got this quick precept though, coincide with the scenario that's happened. This is 2 Kings 6:25. It says, "And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and the fourth part of a calf of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver." So the same shit, Salakia, the same shit I just got shit on, they selling that shit for silver, man. That's the times we heading back into with the pestilence and the famine that's coming to America. The same shit in Venezuela. You got it, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because as far as like Samaria, that's interchangeable with that was another name for like the Northern Kingdom, all right, and also that's also known as like the Kingdom of Israel, all right, and right, that the country like Venezuela, that's part of the like Northern Kingdom.
Yeah. Oh, you got it though.
All right. Oh sure. So, but yeah, that's basically like that's one of the things that's should get Jeremiah 28:8. That's one of the things that's that we're out here to like warn you about. All right, there's going to be race riots, famines, all right, like martial law, all right, and ultimately, all right, thermonuclear missiles. All right, America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles at one point. And those are the types of things that us as prophets we're out here preparing you for.
This is Jeremiah 28:8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
All right, because that's basically like what we're doing, like the real men of the Lord. And of course, there's going to be we have like good news about the kingdom and all that. All right, but before, like after you receive the sweet, there's going to be the bitter. All right, and before you receive the sweet, there's going to be bitter.
Get on it.
All right, there's going to be that's why there's going to be like a great deal of like tribulation. All right, for example, the RFID chip. All right, you're not going to be able to work. You're not going to be able to do business, or you're not going to be able to like eat or feed your children, or unless you have that. All right, and get that scripture. All right, but that's one of the one of the tribulations you're going to have to go through. All right, but if you get that chip, that's gonna be like enmity, like with the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, so all right, there's a number of the things like in this truth that requires you to be you're always at some sort of like crossroads where you have to make like one decision or another.
That's Revelation.
I would actually get Revelation 3 and 15 persons. I said that because
No problem, my brother.
all right, or as far as like being at a crossroads. All right, because the Heavenly Father, like He requires you to make a decision of like whether or not, like whether you're gonna like be in the world or whether you're gonna repent and serve Him. 15.
This is Revelation 3 and 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
All right, and so that applies to us as well. Or as far as like doing this truth to the best of our ability, or not being like half-assed. Like being lukewarm is like not only being half-assed, but it also like has to deal with like being indecisive. It's like how many times have you or as far as like something that irritates me as far as like or just like driving, and there's always that guy like he might have his like turn signal on. He's either like driving like too slow or too fast. All right, and whether you want to like give him like room or whether, but the thing is like he's being like indecisive. All right, and I'll find myself like cursing that person out and just like make a fucking decision, man. Right, that's like a small example of like or if you I also have like this analogy where one time I was like eating at a restaurant, like I ordered some food, and on the outside it was all right, it like tasted all right. All right, but on the inside it wasn't like there was like a small like chunk of ice. All right, and all that, and I that guy just got the attention of the waiter. All right, and he was just like all right, let me take care of that for you. All right, and he's just like he just slid that shit in the trash. All right, and and then like he like got another one to replace like the one he threw away. Or instead of heating it while putting it like back in the microwave. All right, so and that's how like you can always like you pretty much like when you're in the truth, like it's like one of those scenes like in the movie where someone's at a cliff, and then there's that guy just like stomping at his fingers trying to get him to fall off. All right, that's why you're never at the top of the mountain until you're on the chariot, or until you're like in the kingdom, like as the elect. All right, but until then, like it's always like at the point. All right, because like that, like Satan's always trying to like find a way to like try you and like not only try you but like sift you out. And then you're only gonna make it if like the Lord ordained you to be part of the elect. All right, but we're gonna get on that back on that subject of the chip.
This Revelations 13 and 16. It says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
All right, so yeah, back to the chip. All right, you're either gonna get it in your like right hand, you know, any part of your body. That guy's getting it in his arm. All right, but you need to have that. You're gonna need to have that chip. All right, because they're gonna like crash like the money system. Like it's like the like it's gonna be even worse like than the Weimar Republic, or when people were like needed like wheelbarrows of like money to purchase like a loaf of bread, or if it was like more worth it to like use the money to like warm your hands like in the fire or some shit like that. All right, but all right, and they're also, or even like they're also gonna market it as being like more convenient. Like how many times have you like lost your wallet, like just like lost the money in your wallet, but then they're gonna say that all right, let's just give you like a pay card. All right, so like let's say you lose your pay card, or like it gets like lost or stolen or whatever, like why not get the shit like inserted in your body, like that would be like the most convenient thing to do. All right, and I'm gonna get back to that in a little bit, but another thing is, like that's how they bring in that they always like gradually like bring in like requirements. All right, because it's like right here, or you have, I believe that's the Baja nightclub. Like in order to get into like the VIP section of that club, or you need to have a chip. All right, and right there's certain like even in Cincinnati, there's this one place where you need the chip to get access into like certain like buildings and all that. Or yeah.
This is Numbers 11:5. We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely, and cucumbers and melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlic. And now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all besides this manna before our eyes. Yeah, like, you know, you can compare that to the times now. You know, they gonna remember how they can eat. They used to eat freely. You know, they're gonna be like, well, let's take this chip so we can start back eating freely again. You know, they. Oh yeah, time up, bro. Yeah, calm. So that's what the 2/3 said that begins. The 2/3, if they had a chip in the ancient time, they would have been took that shit in Egypt. You know, it was like shit. Let's take this chip. Let's go back to Egypt so we can start back eating freely. And that's what they gonna start to win. And when times get hard, when times get hard, when times get hard, they're gonna say, look, let's take this chip so we can start back eating free.
I do want to make a quick statement too about what the brother just said. You know what I'm saying? What he speaks is true. I'm recently speaking on the topic of how, you know, people are at ease here in Babylon, you know, where they can open the refrigerator, get 4th, 5th, 2nd, 3rd course meals, being a glutton. And not only that, they can eat all types of exotic food. Like some places back in the old days, you couldn't eat certain things because it was only in certain parts of the world. Like tropical foods, desert like food, whatever the case may be. But people are at ease here where they can just go to the local grocery store and get those foods, you know what I'm saying? Prime example, crab. Like they be getting them from the Alaska, and I know that shit defiled, but on the left hand side, just saying how people could get it. You know what I'm saying? They got the Alaskan crab, or you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That's certain shit that's only supposed to be in certain parts of the world.
That's they eating freely.
Eating freely, and like in King Solomon time, man, he used to get those exotic animals because he used to send people to get those. You know what I'm saying? And bring back certain food. That's why his kingdom was so glorious. But people on this side, they eat freely, man. You know what I'm saying?
Freely, man. They eating freely, man. Right now, the brother speak the truth. The brother just said they got all types of. They do got all types of. For any nation, they got your type of food. So if you Chinese, they got Chinese food. If you Arab, they got the Arab restaurants now.
Little sushi spot.
you know.